We all dream of soaring high, flying towards the promise of living a fulfilled life. Our core, the multi-layered awareness of who we are, our conscious presence, literally keeps us upright and in alignment with what we desire to achieve. Pulsating between the solid and liquid states of our life, the phases of creation where we dive into the fluid uncertainties of the new, before sailing back temporarily into our haven of familiarity in order to rejuvenate, demand a strong center that will connect us with our body as an instant communication device between life and our ideas. In this sadhana, we dive into the exploration of all the different aspects and nuances of core strength and our presence, our connection with the now, or as we like to call it, burn baby, burn. Come into an easy sitting position, your hands resting on your knees. Start by gently making contact with your belly and activating the conscious flow by circling your hand in a clockwise motion. Release any tension in your neck, then let your right hand rest on your navel, and with a sharp exhale through your nose, pull the navel to the spine, activating Uddiyana Bandha. The inhale will flow in back naturally. This will quickly heat up your body and support you to find your center. Keep the focus at your navel center and relax everything else, especially your jaw and neck. Next, from Sukhasana, easy seat, cross your ankles and come forward onto hands and knees. The distance between your knees is approximately the width of your two fists when placed next to each other, or the width of your sit bones. Root your tailbone, activate Uddiyana, and feel the equal length of your left and right side of your waist. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Inhale, lean back, navel firmly drawn to the spine, heart lifting, neck released. With an exhale, come back up. So as you pulsate back and up here, make sure that, as we call it, all three rivers of your spine are equally lengthened. Stay focused, your tailbone connected to the space between your knees and your heart drawing to heaven. To deepen, add a twist. Inhale, flow back, come back up, uniting your palms. Flow and reach back with your left arm and return to center. As before, focus on your tailbone and heart being in alignment with earth and sky respectively. Flow with your breath, respecting your own individual capacity to keep the danda. Relax your neck and upper back. Let's deepen further, circling to the right and flowing with our arms as if we would stir a big pot in front of us. Balance by circling back over your left side. Again, make sure your three rivers can flow freely as the spine itself and the length of your left and right waist are equally extended. Keep the circular motion connected to your breath. And with fists of fire, drawing your fists through your hips in a neutral position. Come down to sitting, knees bent, and move a little bit forward on your mat. With an exhale, lift off your lower legs until they are parallel to the earth. You can grab your thighs just above your knees for a little support if you need to. Close your legs or keep them hip-width apart. Inhale, come back halfway. Exhale, come back up from your navel. Inhale, extend more back. Exhale, contract and come up. Keep a long line between your pubic bone and breastbone all the time. This will keep your heart lifted. To deepen the practice, release your hands, palms up, and continue to pulse here with your breath. Release your legs and roll down onto your back. Take a yoga block and put it between your thighs, using a placement that supports the feeling of stability when you draw the knees towards the midline as you hug the block with your legs. Your thighs should be able to extend naturally out of your hips. Come onto your back and bring your palms behind your head, drawing the elbows wide out to the side. Do your best to keep this action in your upper chest all the time by activating your side ribs. With an exhale, squeeze the block and come up. Inhale, release. Focus on pulsing from your navel, keeping your tailbone connected to your heels. Breathe as you flow, deepening by lifting your feet off the ground, lower legs parallel to the ground. Use your breath in combination with your focus as your source of energy to keep you flowing in ease and grace here. All your strength and stability emerges from your navel center and your hara, the lower abdominals. Next drama, stay up and start pulsating up and down, moving only a couple of inches using your breath. Savor your victory as you remove the block. Onwards with a kriya. Bring both legs up perpendicular to the floor. Relax your shoulders and your neck, your tailbone staying connected to the earth. Do not round up here. Relax your hips. Then start scissoring your feet in a quick pace, focusing on keeping all of your spine firmly glued to the earth and relaxing everything but your abdominals. Breathe. Stay with the movement and your breath. Then bend your legs and relax for a moment. Come back up and step back into Plankasana, shoulders connected to your hips. You can either come onto your knees and proceed with Chaturanga from here and flow in a modified rhythmic vinyasa between plank and chat. Take your lower legs off if you want to, but keep them parallel. Use your breath and your connection to your activated navel region to gather energy in order to flow here. Deepen by going into a rhythmic vinyasa from full Plankasana, heart and heels drawing in opposite directions, elbows close to your ribs as you descend. Breathe. Then fully descend, separating your feet and integrate in prostration, arms and hands with index finger extended to front of you. Then bring your palms underneath your shoulders and rise with an inhale. You can stay here or flow one more time up and down to stretch the abdominals before lifting up into upward dog, shoulders drawing back, navel to spine. And then from your center, pull back into down dog. Pull your triceps to the floor to open the upper back and neck. Look forward, come onto your elbows into dolphin. Keep one long line, work the opposites as in plank and relax your neck. Breathe and firmly pull your navel towards your spine. This will help you to be present. Endure. Finally release and come into Sphinx, shoulders relaxed and heart drawing through the gates of your arms. Inhale, upward dog rise. Exhale, pull back through center into downward dog. Come back onto your knees, cross your ankles and flow into a seated position with knees bent. Stir the pot again as we did before on our knees. Inhale, circle to the right, coming back up through your left side, exhaling. Again, focus on lifting your heart and connecting your tailbone and heels. You can increase the intensity by straightening your legs, but keep them bent if your hip flexors start to cramp. Feel the stage that is appropriate and supportive to your evolution. Final stage is to free your arms and have a little bit of fun here while challenging your neuromuscular connection. Circle one arm over the other as you dive back and rise back to front and center. Enjoy and breathe. And with integration of Fist of Fire. Come forward on your mat and lift off your legs, knees bent, connecting navel and feet. Straightening your legs, heart lifted. Start to gently pulse here, couple of inches down. With an inhale, exhale, back up. Keep the front of your collarbone open and wide, only moving from your navel. Then roll onto your back and flex your feet. Extend your arms and with an exhale, lift off, only from your navel, and do your best to touch your feet. Pulsate here from your center, synchronizing breath and movement. On the floor, bring your hands behind your head, elbows extend wide to the side. With an exhale, do your best to lift off your hips and legs as straight as possible. Then try to lift off your hips and the entire shoulder girdle, using only your navel. This is fun and is going to literally rock your abs. Exhale, bend your legs and release. Take a quick breather before we continue. Come halfway up, elbows still wide to the side, and then quickly alternate your legs as you extend, bend them, always making sure your navel is to the spine and your lower back is in constant contact with the floor. If you cannot achieve this, go slower and bring your legs up. And with an internal come down and relax. Draw your arms up overhead, activating your navel and relaxing everything else. From center, sit up, lifting your extended arms and legs at the same time and come into Navasana or teaser. Inhale, melt back down with control. Exhale, come up, your fingers and toes reaching away from you, heart lifted. Find your peak. Exhale, slowly descend. Take a deep breath here, and with an exhale, rise, your legs hugging the midline. Come back down, release. Draw both knees in, cross your ankles and roll up, flowing into plank. Keep your integrity as you lift your right leg off the floor. Breathe, relax your neck, then lift the left leg off the floor. Make sure your breath continues to flow and your navel is drawing to your spine. From here, down on your forearms into dolphin again, head and heels extended. Come into a walking plank in this dynamic exercise, making sure that you connect your shoulders to your hips, using the muscles on the side of your torso, and that your navel and abdominals are active all the time. Enjoy the challenge. You're doing great. A little bit more. Then release by coming onto your knees and descending into Anahata. Hips directly over your knees. Let either your chin or your forehead rest on the earth, your shoulders rolling away from the midline towards the floor. Relax your neck and jaw, feeling the support of the earth. Breathe. Then wave forward into Sphinx and enjoy the heart opening. Third eye to earth. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Wave forward into plank again. Draw your right knee to your chest while being in plank. Extend your leg as you go back, switch sides. Exhale as you pull in. Inhale as you extend. Float 2 more rounds with the same pattern as we get ready for more. Prepare to go into mountain climbers in plank, a dynamic kriya that will really fire up your belly. Stabilize your shoulders, activate Hasta Bandha, and most importantly, breathe. Then come onto your knees and melt down into Anahata Asana. Relax. You've done your part. Let go. Repeat the opening sequence of swings. A passionate, uplifting up dog. And deep surrender in down dog. Wave forward into plank and then from your center roll back into down dog. Let the wave again cascade over your spine as you unfold forward from your center. Release, wave back. Always keep your neck a natural, relaxed extension of your danda, your spine. Exhale, come down into Chaturanga, pull it through into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring your heels together, bend your knees, and then, cocking your spring, come through to sitting. Come back up into Navasana or teaser again and go into Parshvanavasana. Be aware of the extension of both sides of your waist and the stabilization of your legs. It helps to feel your feet pushing something away from you, imagining a bar in front of them. Keep your heart lifted. Inhale, expand to the side. Exhale, draw back in to front and center. Release by coming down to the floor. Bend both knees as we come into a flowing shoulder bridge to stretch out the abdominals. Inhale, lift your hips high and bring your arms overhead. Rest here for a moment, feeling, savoring. Exhale, descend vertebrae by vertebrae, and in the end, lower your arms. As you flow here, synchronizing breath and movement, make sure that your knees stay connected to your midline, as if you would hug a ball in between your knees. Enjoy this gentle self-massage in connection with your breath. Extend your legs and arms, find your center, and come back up into the teaser again. Challenge yourself by circling your legs to the right while your arms circle to the left. Change sides. Arms circle clockwise to right, legs go counterclockwise to left. This looks much easier than it actually is. Have fun with this one. All comes in time. Just never, never, never give up. Hold your focus and breathe. Exhale, come down and release. Return to the free-flowing shoulder bridge. Enjoy the movement, the release in synchronization with your breath. We're not done yet, so savor these moments of relaxation. Bring both legs up again and extend them towards the sky. Lift your upper body from your center and grab your right ankle or shin with both hands, extending your left leg. Scissor your legs from your center. Draw your shoulders down and back and use your breath to keep you going. Come back to center again, circling your arms behind your head as we go into lower lifts. Inhale, extend both legs. Exhale from center, draw them up. Only go as low as you can, keep your lower back glued to the earth. Be aware and sincere what level you need right now. Breathe and keep your eyes firmly on your navel. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. And directly flow into crisscross here. Imagine that you draw your armpit to your knee while the opposite elbow reaches back behind you. Flow from side to side with your breath and do your best to really reach out with your feet. You can spread your toes as you extend so that you really find a connection between core and the tip of your toes. And then release and come down. Enjoy the silence, stretch. And slowly and consciously go into shoulder bridge again. Maybe coming up a little bit higher, always unfolding until the tailbone touches the earth. Uncoil like the young leaf of a fern. You can even come onto your toes here to deepen the lengthening. Rock back up to sitting and flow into Plankasana as we go into twisted core pulse. Recall to stabilize your shoulders and working your opposites of heart and heels as you draw one knee in and cross it to the opposite upper arm. Do your best to be as stable as possible. Squeeze and exhale at the same time to really push out all old air of your lungs. Feel your core connection. Then come onto your knees. Feel, breathe, release. Anahatasana. Way forward into Sphinx. Roll your shoulders before coming up into Cobra. Extend to your max in order to release your abdominals. Ground your vision. Release. Rise into upward dog, open heart. Exhale, down dog. Wave forward into plank. Come onto your knees and down to the floor. Prostration. Relax your neck and jaw. Let go of your glutae, your buttocks. Push back into Balasana. Breathe into the small of your back. And then, final relaxation. Let everything come together. Release all muscles, all tension. Become totally and utterly soft and malleable. And trust that all that you have consciously worked on, all that you have focused upon, will show a desired outcome when the time is right. Trust that as you let go. Enter the peace and total relaxation that emerges from being firmly rooted into yourself, your focus, and the current moment. I wish you endurance, success, and joy. Namaste.